Whoo boy, the Olympics are shaping up to be as unjust a situation as one can imagine. Let's go through a few different ways. The first is that Olympic hopeful has already qualified for at least one event. A world record holder, Sha'carri Richardson, might no longer be able to compete in the Olympics. Why? It turns out that she killed a man. No, she tested positive for marijuana. Now, granted, I say that like it's a surprise to you. Literally everybody's seen this by now, but that's madness. She's currently facing a suspension of 1 month. Initially, it looked like it could have been 3 months. It's 1. So in theory, she might be able to qualify for another event. But right now, because the test in question was conducted at the US Olympic trials, she was gonna run the 200 meters, by the way. She was omitted from the event's entry list. Her initial qualifying run is invalidated because of the test. She'd won the 100-meter final in 10.86 seconds. Well, theoretically, it doesn't count anymore because of the marijuana, but she could still potentially compete in the 4x100 melee race, so meter race. So in response to that, she put out an initial statement, a tweet saying, "I am human." Yeah, and she gave an interview earlier. She was talking to NBC, and she talked about the fact that her positive test for marijuana came because she smoked marijuana as a way to cope with the unexpected death of her biological mother while she was in Oregon for the Olympic trials. Richardson, who was raised by her grandmother, said she learned about the death from a reporter during an interview and called it triggering and definitely nerve shocking. So she had just found out about the death of her biological mother. She was in a state where, and I can't stress this enough, marijuana is legal, but because of that, her Olympic dreams, her career in that way might be over. Jeff, what do you think?
This isn't just madness, it's reefer madness. That's what this is.
That is true, it is.
No, look, this is an incredibly sad story to me. I generally don't care about sports, but this is the humanization right here. The athletes, the people, as you put up, in that last graphic, dealing with their mother's death by using something that is perfectly legal in that state, that should not be a problem whatsoever. I mean, just imagine if she had gotten blackout drunk, it wouldn't have been a problem. Or if she had, taken over the counter, or well, maybe not over the counter, but like prescription pharmaceuticals. Well, that would have been fine, right? And so I don't understand the issue with something that is perfectly legal in that state, her using it, which by the way, cannabis can stay in your system for quite some time. So it's not as if she even showed up to the, to the event or to the qualifying event, high. So it doesn't make any sense. It's a ridiculous thing to disqualify her for, being able to do that event based on this.
Exactly, yeah, she didn't show up high, and if she, let's say the other obvious thing. So if she did, it'd be even more impressive. Like, they are supposed to be weeding out performance enhancing drugs. I've gotten high, it did not increase my performance in any way. But I'm done anyway. No, it's just ridiculous. It makes you want to sleep. It makes you want to not move, perhaps eat a little bit. It's not giving you a competitive edge. Superman didn't run faster than a speeding bullet because he was toked out. That's not how any of this works. So it is legal, it is not performance enhancing. It is incredibly common to be used. And as Jeff pointed out, like, if she had gotten blackout drunk, she would have been fine. I'll go a step further. If she was a raging alcoholic, she would be fine. If the second she got off the field, she started chugging rum, she would be fine. She'd be fine in terms of this test. She'd be fine socially because that's not a serious thing. Marijuana is only a serious thing. And we've had some success nationally in getting more and more people to get that this is a personal thing that doesn't affect you. 18 states have now legalized it recreationally, but there's just so many obstacles. Things like this, like think about some jobs, getting in the military, some careers, like it's gonna be a thing that weeds you out until we force literally every person, every organization to get it through their thick skulls that this has nothing to do with you, you stupid, old-fashioned, wedded to tradition morons.
Yeah, again, going back to, and by the way, you keep using the word weed. I picked that up, I got it. I see that pun.
Wait, what?
Brilliant.
I didn't even realize I was doing whatever.
Oh, really? You didn't realize that? Yeah, you kept saying weed them out. I thought that was on
I see what
purpose.
you're saying. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well,
but talking about true. Going back to Reefer Madness again. Notice that Sha'carri Richardson she's an African American. She's a person of color. This has been traditionally used against POC.
Yeah.
Over and over again. Again, Reefer Madness, right? Where supposedly, ingesting cannabis or marijuana or whatever, or smoking it, somehow makes you into a raging psycho murderer that will, that will stab your family. Yeah. And that's what the propaganda that they used to put out. And so, yeah, you have rules that are still based on that. Of course, they're going to consider it to be a performance enhancing drug. But for me, we all know the truth. We all know the reality that, of course, it's not, unless you're, of course, dashing to the cupboard for more Doritos, or if you're doing curls of the cheese variety. This is not going to enhance your performance.
It might make you think you're moving faster, but you're very much not. Anyway, it's enhancing in other ways. Like I watched that Between Two Ferns movie extremely high, and it was literally the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I'm sure that helped, but not for running. My final point, she said in the interview, Sha'carri said, I greatly apologize if I let you guys down, and I did. No, you did not. Society is letting us down. You very much didn't.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.